What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Roman B Gaming. I'm Roman, but today we are actually not going to be gaming. This is Roman B Reddits, y'all. Okay, so lately I've been on Reddit a lot. I've been reading stories. I've been, just looking at different things just to pass the time and to, entertain myself. And I've come across some of my, of course, favorite subreddits that I've had in the past. And I thought that maybe we'd check some out. Now, right now, with me being single, I've decided that we're going to be looking at some dating hell Reddits today. Because we've all been on that bad date. We've all had that really, really terrible story. And I have a few myself, so maybe one day we can get into telling some of those stories, but today let me spare myself that anguish and read somebody else's. But if you want to ask me about some of my embarrassing stories and bad dates and anything like that from my past, go ahead and just comment down below. Let me know. All right. Again, we are getting into dating hell today, guys, because that's what dating is. It's hell. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this first story now, because I'm ready for it, alright? You ready for it? You? Yeah. You, I know that you're mad that we're not gaming today, but shh, okay? Calm down. Alright, so this one's titled, "Have you ever been so flabbergasted on a date that you go into shock and your body stops working?" I read that and I was immediately like, well, I have to figure out what's going on, because she said her body stops working. What the hell does that even fucking mean? So let's go ahead and get in it. This is my first post on here, and I'm sorry if it's long, but please bear with me. I'm a 27-year-old female. So back in December, after some light pressure from friends and family, I decided to download Bumble again. I just love to torture myself, lol. Yeah, we all do. Anyway, I matched with this guy, 36 male. We started talking and he seemed cool and he was attractive. We had set up a date initially, which did not happen because he had forgotten, and when I expressed my disappointment, he proceeded to tell me that I had nothing to be upset about because he tried to meet up with me even after he forgot. Mind you, he was having dinner with one of his friends, and I had texted him to ask if he was still coming, and he told me to wait for him and that he will let me know when he's done. Obviously, I was fuming, rightfully so, because the audacity to not only forget the date, but then to leave me on standby like some sort of escort had me all the way messed up, so I told him to get lost. Good for you. Good job. But there's more. Anyway, we unmatched from Bumble, and fast forward a month, it was my birthday, and I was on Facebook responding to birthday messages, and there was this same guy wishing me a happy birthday. I had completely forgotten that we were friends on Facebook. I'm not one of those hold grudges, so I said thank you, and he then proceeded to comment on my story and said that he really would love another chance to meet me and blah 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 blah. I was initially hesitant, but we spoke for another week and he actually seemed like an okay guy. He seemed to be hardworking, had a good job in the oil field, his own house, and was looking for something serious. There was a few red flags, though, like how he doesn't want his partner to have any straight male friends, and that they will not be allowed to go on any girls' trips. And he kept asking if I would really date someone shorter than me because I'm 5'10" and he's 5'9", which should not be a big deal, but apparently it is, so I don't know. Oof. Now, I'm the type that tends to end things quickly when I sense, weird vibes, but I was told by friends and family that I should learn to give people a second chance. So against my better judgment, like a complete dumbass, I gave him another chance. Yeah, you shouldn't have listened to them. That's your family. Why the hell would they tell you to do that? We set up another date. He had mentioned early in the week going to this one restaurant and getting to know each other over some more food and drinks. I work night shifts and I'm off Friday nights, and he was off on Friday, so we decided to meet up at 6 p.m. I had gotten my makeup done and was all dressed up. I put a lot of effort into my appearance because in my mind, that's what normal people do when they're going on a date. I hadn't heard from him all day, but he texted me around 5:30ish saying that he was at his mom's house eating. Of course, now I'm confused because I was under the impression that we were going to go eat, but I convinced myself that maybe it was just a snack or something. This man then texted me again and said that he was having his last beer and that he'll let me know when he's leaving his mom's house. At this point, every cell in my body is on fire and there is steam coming out of my ears like a cartoon, but I remained calm and said, let's see how bad this one can get. And boy, did it get worse. So at this point, I'm like, to hell with it, let's just see what happens. He tells me that he's done and asks me, so what's the plan? I was like, what do you mean, what's the plan? I thought we were going to eat. He goes, oh, let's just meet at my house and then we'll figure something out from there. Yeah. Again, like a dead fish, I went with the flow, so I said, okay, sure. I get to his house. Of course he's not there yet. He then calls me to say that he stopped at Walmart to get dog food so that he doesn't have to get it tomorrow. I was dumbfounded, but for some reason I couldn't stop laughing. As I'm waiting, he texts me and says, oh, just a heads up, I haven't showered yet. I was cracking up maniacally like the Joker because there's just no fucking way. He hadn't showered yet. Gross. He finally gets there and hands me one of those chocolate roses from Walmart and says, oh, this is for you for waiting for me. I'm like, okay. I felt nothing. He then asks if I want to come in and that he's just gonna shower really quick, then we can go. I sit there on this man's couch as the dog stares at me like the dumb bitch that I am while he showers. He comes out of the shower dressed in a wife beater and shorts. Oh, fucking wife beater. Shorts are fine, but a fucking wife beater? Come on now, man. The days of the wife beater are over. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just weird. Am I weird for not liking wife beaters? Just let me know below. He looks at me and says, you know, I kind of just prefer to stay and chill at home mostly, and plus, I think most of the places are closed right now. It was a Friday night at 8 p.m. Nothing was closed. No, nothing would be closed. What the fuck is he talking about? I told him that it would be nice to go out and that I hadn't eaten all day. He then tells me that even if we do go out, I was gonna eat alone because he's eaten today. I was like, oh really? He then says that if I'm hungry later, we can go to Walmart and get a cauliflower pizza. A cauliflower pizza? The fuck? Again, absolutely dumbfounded, as you should be. That's fucking weird. So now here I am all glammed up and sitting next to this man. His hair's wet and he's on the phone talking to multiple people, and I'm just shocked to even muster a word. He then asks me if I want to play Jenga. Jenga. That's what fixes things. You want to play some Jenga? And I just blinked at him, which I think he took as a yes, because before I knew it, he was setting up the Jenga. He then proceeds to talk about himself for the next 3 hours while I subtly go in and out of consciousness from exhaustion. At this point, he kept on urging me to drink since he noticed that I hadn't touched the beer he had handed me. Once I couldn't take it anymore and my survival instincts kicked in, I knocked over the Jenga and told him I had to go. He kept on saying it was too early and I just made a beeline for my car. I honestly don't know how I made it home in one piece, but I just want to say that I have made a conscious decision to live life and die alone. No. Don't make the decision to live life and die alone. There are plenty of more people out there who are going to want to spend time with you and actually genuinely want to spend time with you. This guy right here is a maniac. I don't know what's wrong with him. Don't give him a third try, I would say, or fourth. I don't know how many tries you've given this guy, but I would definitely, not surround yourself with these type of people right here. I'm sorry you had such a shit date. That's awful. I shouldn't be laughing, but I am. But I'm laughing with you, not at you. So, right? You even did like the little laughing emoji multiple times. So we're good. Listen, go after people who actually seem to care. If you even get a sniff of something like this, small things will show that become bigger things later. So, fuck this guy. He didn't deserve you. Fuck that guy. Comments. How many second chances did you give this guy? That's what I said. I lost count after he told you he was eating before taking you out. Anyway, I have to ask, after all the red flags and constantly changing plans, why did you end up meeting up with him at his place? No offense, but you sound like every naive victim in a true crime story who ends up brutally murdered. Oh damn, cutting to the core. How they responded too. Not that this is an excuse, but we live in a small town and we have mutuals and he's kind of known. I had also met him briefly in public and he did not give off murder vibes. Also, I'm struggling with low self-esteem issues because life is kind of shit, so I don't know. No excuses though. Yeah, I get the low self-esteem stuff. Like, I know sometimes you just want to slip back into, like, you know, familiar territory, stuff like that. But a lot of times that familiar territory can be very toxic. So I would suggest trying not to do that. So there's that. And he responded saying, "I'm glad you're okay. Second chances are earned, not given. I had to learn this lesson as well. Stay safe out there." Can't say his name. Listen to that. Listen to that person. Listen to that person. Listen to me. Listen to that person too, though. This person says it's hard to feel sympathy for the plight of women dating when they act like this with obvious red flags. I don't know about that. I still feel sympathetic. I mean, I still have a sympathetic heart, you know. I don't think that somebody, you know, going back and making the same mistakes over and over and over again, it's not worth, like, having a lack of sympathy over. This person says he's the type of lazy asshole that you pretend doesn't exist. Seems like the kind of guy who's extremely low effort, wants someone to just fit in and follow whatever preferences he has. Ew, I get the ick. Yeah, he definitely seems to be main character syndrome or something like that. Maybe a little bit narcissistic or narcissistic leaning. So yeah, I think he made a good choice in the end and got the hell out of there. And I don't know about murder. I don't know if there are any murder vibes unless you feel like maybe he had put something in the drink. But yeah, all around, good job. You got out of there, and you can leave that behind you now. Move on. Find yourself a good guy. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed yourself today, because we're going to be getting into a lot more of this type of stuff in the future. And if you didn't enjoy yourself, that's fine. We're going to keep doing it, but just know that we're never going to stop gaming. I promise you that. So if you did enjoy yourself, let me know down in the comments below. Like this video, ring that bell so that you know when we're kicking it. And if you want to get ahead and join like my Patreon for my gaming, go check that out. It's only $3 a month for early access and all that fun stuff. And my other channel, CannaFacts, also needs some love, where I give you educational information about cannabis. So if you want to go check that out, go do it. If not, that's cool. Again, I hope you had a blast. This is just the beginning. But anyways, I love you guys. I hope y'all had a blast. I sure as hell did. Till the next time, deuces. And I promise you that I will see you when I see you. I love you guys. Stay safe.